Morning to all of you. Welcome to our Thursday morning session at Namaste Village. It is good to see you, and it is good to be seen, to be known, to be loved, to be here right now. You know, just a few minutes ago, I was hearing a song in my head. You know how you get a little earbug and a song, this is real, and every once in a while, maybe usually it's a song that you don't really want to be echoing inside your mind, but every once in a while it's one that's like, oh, that's perfect. And the song that's been in my mind this morning, you may know the words. They are, I don't know much, but I know I love you. And that may be all I need to know. I don't know if there have ever been more true words spoken than those. I don't know much, but I know I love you. And that's all I need to know. We spend so much time trying to know, trying to figure out things, instead of letting it be that simple. I know I love you. And letting that be everything, because everything is in that experience. We keep trying to know into an experience rather than allowing ourselves to be known within that experience. Did you hear that? Once again, we spend all of our time trying to know something rather than allowing ourselves to be known within that. And that's going to be what our lesson is about this morning. How do we relax into being known? How do we just allow it to be so simple that all we need to know is love? So I want to start with a story. Once in a while, I share a story from Anthony DeMello's 1 Minute Wisdom books. This was a fun one that I found. It says, the young disciple was such a prodigy that scholars from everywhere sought his advice and marveled at his learning. When the governor was looking for an advisor, he came to the master and said, tell me, is it true that the young man knows as much as they say he does? Truth to tell, said the master, the fellow reads so much, I don't see how he could ever find the time to know anything. Trying to figure it out, trying to know, as opposed to simply relaxing into being known. You are perfectly known. You are perfectly loved. Isn't that enough? I think it is, if we allow it to be enough. If we just relax into that, to know that the truth within me is known by love. And therefore, love and the extension of love is my only goal. We teach into the experience here, into the experience of that love. We don't spend a lot of time like the young man in this story trying to figure this out or figure that out or seem to be smart or have governors seeking after our wisdom. That's not what we're about. We're about entering into an experience of wholeness, that we know what has always been known, and that we love that which has always been loved. I mean, doesn't that just sound good? Doesn't that sound so much better when you just hear the words? To love that which has always been loved within. So I want to share a little bit from the non-dual universe that's entitled, What You Already Know. Do you want to know what you already know?
Yes.
It'd be good to know what we already know instead of seeking to know that which we don't know, or to know that which is already known within us. That's probably going to give us so much more. So let me read a little bit of this. If you only realize what you already know, every question in your mind would instantly dissolve. If you only realize what you already know, every question would instantly dissolve. You wouldn't even care if your questions were answered, because you would realize that they were all meaningless. All of your questions are meaningless. Only the answer remains, an answer without a question. Until now, you were the question because you were confused about your own reality or who you are in the sight of God. You were the question because you were confused about who you were, why you were here, what you're here to do. But now that you know who you are, and who you are is the perfect extension of the love of God. Let it be that simple, the perfect extension of the love of God. You know yourself with the capital S to be the only answer you need. The self within, the realized self, is the only answer you could ever possibly need. The reality, the truth within you is the only answer you ever need. It's going to answer every question. It's the key that unlocks every door. Once again, let it be that simple. When you truly know this, freedom from limited self-identity is complete. When you realize that you literally are the key, you're always looking for a key out there, within a book, within another teacher, within whatever. All a projection for you to not realize that you are the key. And I don't mean you as an identity, because you as an identity is the essence of unreality. You are not an identity. You're not a collection of thoughts and ideas and experiences. You are the whole answer to the only question that could ever be asked. Relax into that. Once again, we teach into the experience here. We don't teach intellectual concepts. What good do they do anyway? We're like that young man in that story. The master says, I don't know what he knows. He reads so much. He spends so much time studying. I don't think there's any room left in there to know, to simply know and be known. We teach into the experience. And the only question is that what you want? Do you want that? Do you want the experience of being known? Of course you do. Even if you don't realize it's what you want, even if you've built up so many blocks to keep it in the distance. It is what you really want because it's who you really are. So let your desire to be known guide you. Let that alone be the answer to every question you could ever possibly ask. Realizing what you already know is as simple as opening your eyes and choosing to see what has always been right in front of you. Until now, you have chosen to not see this because you were afraid of what it might mean. You've kept your eyes closed to your reality because you're afraid of what it might mean to see. Let me end the mystery for you once and for all. It means that you are the very essence of love, no matter what the so-called evidence seems to portray. You are the essence of love itself. Let it be that simple. Trust me when I tell you that opening your eyes and seeing your true self shining in all its glory is not painful. It's not painful. Every symbol of pain disappears in this light, replaced by a world where everything you deserve has always been yours. Take a deep breath. Everything that you truly deserve has always been yours. Right now. So let yourself be known by you. Let yourself be known by the truth of who you are and will forever remain. Once again, we teach into the experience here, because that's the only thing that's left. So this morning, Vicky is probably flying east or west from the East Coast to the West Coast. But I can feel a light beginning to shine right up here in the corner of that building, way off in the corner. So I'm pretty sure Calico is up there just radiating and feeling and extending this simple truth. So Calico, if you're there, I'd love to turn to you and hear what you'd like to share. What inspires you this morning from this message?
Thanks, James. I was just sitting here sitting with the question that I've always wanted to ask but was afraid to ask. And the truth has always been that I'm love and loving, and that's all there is. But that was the very question that I was afraid to ask. And that's why I was always seeking self-help, seeking more and more and more books about self-help and how to do it differently and how to do it better. And, just all that seeking when the truth was true, but I didn't believe it. And I really didn't want to ask the direct question of, am I love? Am I really love? Because I was terrified of the answer. And it's like now really grounding in the fact that, yes, I am love. I can see where the question has always been there, but it was the very thing I was avoiding. And that's what I kept seeking, is another way to approach it, another way to look at it, another way to find it, instead of just allowing it for me to rest into the truth. And I've spent a whole lifetime seeking that which I was. But I was afraid to find out because there was this doubt in my mind of, I don't know. I grew up in Judeo-Christian, and I know we've joked about it a lot, but that whole Santa Claus scenario, he's making a list and checking it twice, who's naughty and nice. Well, in my world, it was like, I've been nice a lot, but have I been naughty more? I didn't trust I am love. And it was like, that was the total terror of really embracing the fact that I am love, period, el punto. So thank you for this. Yeah, I always get something out of the morning sessions, and it's usually not what I expect it to be. So thank you for this little journey into that question, which I all had the answer the whole time, but I was afraid of it. And the answer is just the truth. I am love, period. Thank you.
Thank you, Calico. You know, what you said there was so simple. And in fact, the way that you said it, I am love. You didn't say I am loved. You said, I am love. This brings it even deeper into the core. I am love itself. Because if I am loved, there still is an object subject. I'm still separate from that, but I am love. If we just feel into that and know that this is the truth, this is the ultimate truth, and I don't need to know anything but that. There's nothing else to know but that. I am love. Everything else just dissolves if we let it, if that's what we really want. Our problem is that we've been wanting to read a lot of self-help books, as you said, Calico, or self-help teachers. Stop trying to help the self, the unreal self, when that's the only thing that's really blocking you. There is no self with a small s for you to help. There is only love to be revealed. So we are taking a step now beyond all of that, beyond the need to get bigger and better and brighter, any of that. We're here just to relax and to realize I am love itself. Let me look out here and, you know, there's another bright light that I always, whenever I see you, Sharon Alton, I always feel just this radiance. And I would just love to reach out and to hear, when you hear those words, I am love, what sparks in you? What do you feel or hear?
Thank you so much. It's you know, for me, I hear that my function is unconditional love. That is what I am. That is my job. Your job is to push my buttons. Everyone's job is to push my buttons. And for me, all I need to know is that I am unconditional love, no matter what. And when I see it that way, it just comes back to that simplicity of, I don't need to fix anybody out there. I have a group on Wednesdays, and we're a Course in Miracles group. And it's more along the lines of a Course in Miracles theory of self-help. And the difference and the contrast is so great between our joining and that joining that I can't even describe to you how what we teach here is just so simple. And other things are so, like, by contrast, so different and complicated. And I just love coming here. And again, I come back to gratitude. Thank you so much. I guess that's all I have to say, because it is very simple. Thank you for letting me speak. I just love you so, so much, all of you. Thank you all for showing up every day. It means the world to me, and my awakening is your awakening.
Thank you, Sharon. So beautiful. That's right. The awakening of one is the awakening of all. Get that. No one else needs to get this but me. That's pretty freeing. My ego thinks, boy, that's a lot of responsibility. They're all screwed unless I get this. No. It's already been gotten. That's the key. It's already been gotten. Love has already been stirred within you. And we come here together, we join here together in these morning sessions just to remember that. You know, there are a lot of other teachers and places you can go that are going to give you all sorts of intellectual information. Not here. I don't know much, but I know I love you, Jeff. And that's all I need to know. Wow. So, Scott Grace, you have anything coming through you that you would like to share with us? Scott's always in the back, and I see him taking little notes, which probably means there's something amazing and delightful that's going to just bring this home. So here he comes. I'm going to step aside and let Scott do his thing. 1 second.
I like Jeff's idea. Don't know nothing about Course in Miracles. I read it once and it was quite lyrical. Don't know nothing about no Kundalini. Felt it rising once in my, well, it's like whatever. Oh my. But I did write some notes. Let's see what I got here. And I was thinking that the first 4 words are I need know nothing, that you could sing that with me. I need know nothing. I can learn and teach from experience. I need know nothing. I can relax into magnificence. I need know nothing. I am love, nothing needs to be fixed. I need know nothing. My salvation comes through relationships. I need know nothing. My awakening is your awakening too. I need know nothing. All I need to know, I love you.
Amen. You know nothing.
I'll be working on that Sam Cooke tune though.
So if you're going to have a guru, let it be Sergeant Schultz. You remember Sergeant Schultz? I'm looking at Luna. Luna probably has no idea who Sergeant. You have to be like a child of the 60s or 70s from the US. I know nothing. I see nothing. Let him guide the way, because I just need to know that I am love. I am love itself. I am not the question, I am the answer. And whenever anything else comes up that questions that, just let it dissolve. Let it just sort of, like the mist, just let the heat of the sun just burn it away, because that's all you need to know. Amen, 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 e punto. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Calico. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you. There's such gratitude for this moment, for this opportunity to awaken that which has always been awake within me, to realize that which has always been realized within me, to love that which has always been lovable within me. Amen. So thank you, everyone. Thank you. Have an amazing day. Now just go radiate that. I am love. The rest will happen on its own. We'll see you tomorrow.
Hey,
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you all.
you did
I'm
it.
grateful.
Hey, everybody.
Namaste.
Bye-bye.
Bye for now.
Here.
Great.